ROUSD and USDC take away from the need for XRP by participating on the XRPL. Most people think that stable coins are going to remove the need for XRP, when in reality, it just exacerbates the need for XRP. And let me explain why. Right now, there's $27 trillion locked up in Nostro Vostro accounts. So if you don't know what those are, any international transaction where you're exchanging currencies, banks have to pre-fund an account at whatever the other institution is that they want to settle with. So they've got to hold a bunch of money in a counterparty's currency in a bank account somewhere in order to be able to settle into that bank and exchange with that bank. They're just going to have to do that at an even larger scale with stable coins, because JP Morgan's not going to hold USDC. There's counterparty risk, and they're not making money on that USDC. They're going to require that Circle pre-funds an account with their USDC at the bank. Same thing for Bank of America, same thing for Citi, same thing for Goldman, same thing for all of these other large institutions, including the enterprises. They're going to also issue stable coins. So now, instead of $27 trillion locked up, you're going to have like $50 trillion locked up in Nostro Vostro accounts, because these stable coins, all of these counterparties don't trust the other one, even if they're audited, to hold their stable coin. There's counterparty risk. They're going to want to hold their own stable coin and settle in their own currency, and provide benefits for doing so to all the people, the retail and institutions that want to hold their stable coin over somebody else's. And they'll incentivize people to do that. So in order to not have to pre-fund accounts and unlock that $27 trillion that's already locked up, you need an intermediary currency that everybody trusts that they will settle in, that can exchange value between one stable coin and another one, irrespective of the sovereign currency that's issued. And that is XRP. It's a DEX. It's a decentralized exchange that allows for almost immediate settlement for the least amount of cost. And that's why the majority of the flows will go through XRP on the other side of price appreciation. Right now, there's not quite enough liquidity in XRP in order to facilitate that at scale. But as they drive demand with the supply shock that's going to happen from the ETFs and the Tether implosion that we're all waiting on, you're going to see a huge price appreciation for XRP. And then it will have enough liquidity to sit in the middle of all those transactions, and the DEX will route through XRP primarily over any other option on the network. Will there still be situations where they settle between counterparties and both people